This is how we know it's all true and he's guilty AF of the Bill Clinton BJ, of everything else that's coming out in the files. It's all true. Because now he is desperately trying to change the subject and he is rolling back his tariffs, which he swore he would not. He has been swearing over and over again that grocery prices have gone down since he's come into office. So, how is he rolling back tariffs on coffee, beef, and tropical fruit if grocery prices are lower? Because it can't be both, right? And this is how he catches himself up. It's the same exact situation with the Epstein files. He's sitting over there saying, "Oh, I'm not guilty, and this is absolutely just a hoax," and yet Ghislaine Maxwell is in jail. Prince Andrew has been excommunicated. And now he's gonna do a deep dive investigation into the Democrats that are in the files. It can't be that the files are a hoax and also that the Democrats are guilty. Just like it absolutely cannot be that grocery prices are low, much lower than they've ever been, much lower than they were through Biden's entire administration, but now he has to stop his tariffs on particular foods because they're causing prices to skyrocket. Both of those things cannot be true. And in both of these situations, all of this is an admission of guilt. And I'm actually very curious to see what else is he going to do in the next 24 to 48 hours to try to desperately change the subject. I don't think it's going to work.
So here's what's going on, guys. Trump has just lowered tariffs on a bunch of food items, talking about everyday consumptions, beef, coffee, banana, orange juice, and other imported food. Hey, beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in this video. So before now, many of these items carried higher import taxes, and those costs quietly showed up in grocery prices. And now, even though Trump promised never to lower these tariffs, right? Everything has been said it's going to be lowered. So, and this looks like a big move because Trump spent years raising tariffs, especially during trade fights. And this rollback feels like the government is finally saying, maybe this tariff pressure, is too much on people, food prices have increased and all of that. And the changes they say are effective immediately because Trump is saying that, okay, this is part of his plan to, in quotes, boost affordability and gives Americans, and it gives Americans breathing space. But when exactly will these prices drop? When exactly are these changes going to fall in place? Because some people are happy, right? They are saying that this is the change they need. Food is expensive. Anything that reduces grocery prices is a good move, right? And other people are saying that, it becomes easier to access, the United States markets because it means more business for them. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let's see what these other creators have to say.
So Dumpy has been saying for the longest time that our inflation is going down. It's practically nothing. In fact, our economy is booming. It's the greatest it's ever been. Then why did he recently have to lower the tariffs? He lowered tariffs on beef, bananas, coffee. Maybe, just maybe, it's because inflation is going up, and there's only so long he can pretend that it's not costing us tons of money. Because when his lawyers went up in front of the Supreme Court during oral arguments about his tariffs, John Roberts said, "Who's paying the tariffs?" And Trump's lawyer said, "Oh, the American people are." And which John Roberts had to reiterate that it is a tax on American citizens. And now Trump is taking time to rant on Turd Social about how he says inflation is down and prices are down, when prices are going up, inflation is going up, and his original plan that he said for these tariffs was to bring down the national debt. And since he said that 2.5 months ago, our debt has increased by $1 trillion. This coupled with his newest idea for trying to destroy Obamacare by creating what he calls Trump Care, which just apparently creates small subsidies to give to people to spend on private insurance anyway, which would be more expensive. I'm wondering when MAGA is finally gonna realize that everything their Lord and Savior touches turns to shit. Every single business venture, all of his casinos, his first presidency, his second presidency, and pretty soon the grift that is Trump Care is going to be thrown into the same trash bin as Trump steaks.
Okay, so let's break this down because this move right here tells you everything about Donald Trump's mindset, and none of it screams confidence. So when the man who has built his entire political identity on tariffs suddenly snatches those same tariffs off the table overnight on beef, coffee, fruit, tea, cocoa, spices, bananas, everything. That is not strategy. That is fear. That's a man who just got punched in his mouth by voters and is scrambling to stop the bleeding. Now, Trump isn't doing this because he cares about grocery prices. He's doing it because Democrats just handed him two loud public losses in Virginia and New Jersey, states that Republicans thought that they had locked down, and voters told exit pollsters their number one stress point wasn't immigration, it wasn't crime, it wasn't culture wars, it was the cost of living. And what did voters say with their ballots? You are not helping us. So, what does Donald Trump do? He panics. He tears up his own playbook. He reverses himself on every issue he bragged made America strong. You don't drop tariffs that fast unless you feel pressure cooking on your back. This was not a thoughtful policy shift. It was a siren blaring in the Oval Office. Because politically, Trump just learned voters will punish him when their wallets feel empty. In those election results, big Democratic wins in red-leaning regions delivered that message loud and clear. And here's the real sign of panic. Trump didn't just remove tariffs on a few items, he yanked them off an entire grocery aisle. That's the kind of overcorrection leaders make when they see that their base is starting to drift and they're terrified of what comes next. He even rushed out new trade deals with Ecuador and Guatemala and El Salvador and Argentina, not because he suddenly loves Latin America trade, but because he needs cheaper products on shelves immediately to stop the political bleeding. And let's be honest, Trump built his brand on America First macho talk, but the minute voters put that heat on him, the tough guy persona folded like a lawn chair in the rain. Nothing says I'm nervous like abandoning your signature policy to win back suburban shoppers who are tired of paying $9 for a bag of coffee. This is survival mode. And when the president starts governing from fear instead of strength, you can start seeing it in every rushed, reactive decision. All this tells us one thing. Donald Trump ain't confident. He is cornered. And he knows that voters just showed him what they'll do when the economy hits their pockets. Now let me ask you this, family. If one off-year election scare can make Trump abandon his own economic philosophy, what do you think he'll do when Americans hold him accountable in 2026 and 2028?
The truth is that most people are not buying this, right? They are saying that what exactly is the, motive behind all of this. They are saying that, okay, lowering tariffs is helpful, but it won't magically erase all the other things that drives up food prices, like labor shortages, transportation costs, supply chain issues. And some people think that this whole thing is political, right? They believe that the government wants to calm down voters that have been frustrated with rising costs, because it's like putting out a fire that has been burning for months. Guys, I don't know what you think about this in the comment section, because this tariff cuts might lower prices eventually but not instantly, because stores don't change overnight. Old inventory is still priced high, importers still need time to adjust, and companies don't always pass savings down to customers immediately. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because people have been shouting, they have been tweeting, posting videos, complaining, going to grocery stores, recording the prices, complaining about high cost of food, and now it looks like the government is stepping in. What do you think in the comment section? What do you think the motive behind this is? Because Trump has sworn not to bring it down, and now is bringing it down. Definitely there has to be a catch.
Hey, bitch. So I just saw this. Trump cuts tariffs on beef, coffee, bananas, and other food imports. I want you to understand what he's doing here with all these. Before you say, oh my God, he's helping us. He's making everything fair, so affordable. I want you to really understand what he's doing with all these up and down of tariffs. By changing the tariff percentage so much constantly, he is manipulating the market. That's what he's doing. He's manipulating the market. And he's doing this for personal reasons, because his family has stock in food-related industries. And what's happening in the stock market right now? In the stock market, food-related companies are currently under pressure. Products index declining over the last year. The market has been volatile due to the ongoing impact of high costs and the administration's fluctuating tariff policies on food imports, which have contributed to the inflation concerns. He is doing this because family members are losing money. That is why he is doing this. Donald Trump Jr. has stock in it, Eric Trump has stock in it, and Vanessa Trump. I don't who is Vanessa Trump? Is that the daughter that we don't talk about? No, that's the wife. That's the wife. Okay. Well, what's the name of the one that we oh fuck it, it doesn't matter. So this up and down of tariffs is only to manipulate the stock market. Trust me, that's what he's doing.
Well, you might have a point, but guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Because at this point, we don't even know the end goal of all of this. A day we wake up is something else, tomorrow is something else. The things that he swore he would never do, he's doing. Guys, I really do not understand. It's one drama or the other. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think this move is about manipulating the stock market, or do you think there's something more that meets the eye? Let me know your thoughts. I really want to hear from you. And if you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.